Traffic congestion in cities and towns has great negative impacts. External costs, pollution, environmental degradation, and noise. Impacts and challenges are similar among cities, independently of their size. So we have to rethink urban mobility and manage transport demand to guarantee sustainable mobility and environmental quality. Throughout the years, a variety of European initiatives have been set up to make transport more sustainable, but very few focus on small and medium-sized cities. Small cities suffer from a lower level of investment compared to big cities and have limited resources to devote to transportation infrastructures or mobility initiatives. This need brought together 11 small and medium-sized European cities, led by the municipality of Reggio Emilia, into a 3-year project called MMOVE.
My name is Alessandro Meggiato. I'm the MOVE project manager. I'm coming from Reggio Emilia.
My name's David Lowe. I'm from Brighton and Hove City Council.
My name is Maria Mercedes. I come from Girona Towns Council.
My name is Malin Månsson from the city of Mölndal in Sweden.
My name is Janet Larsson. I'm representing the municipality of Varberg in Sweden.
I'm Dorothea Hemminger. I'm from Ulm in Germany.
I'm Vasilis Gouris from Volos, Greece.
My name is Christos Dradov. I'm representative of the municipality of Razluk.
I am Kyriakos Tyrologos from Kavala, Greece.
My name is Katalin Frangula. I represent the Metropolitan Agency of Brasov in Romania.
My name is Annalisa Percabello from the SVIM, the Regional Development Agency of Marche Region in Italy.
MMOVE stands for Mobility Management Over Europe, Changing Mobility Patterns, and the project is co-financed by the European Union through the Interreg 4C Interregional Cooperation Programme. The overall aim of the project is to improve the effectiveness of sustainable mobility policies implemented by local authorities in small and medium-sized cities in Europe, and to improve awareness among regional policymakers of the importance of supporting these policies within regional development frameworks. The success of this interregional cooperation lies on the joint approach and common methodology developed, applied and evaluated in these 11 European small and medium-sized cities. Initially, a total of 39 best practices in the fields of communication and awareness raising, traffic management and control, and public and collective transport have been identified, analysed and exchanged among the partnership. 29 of them coming from the towns of the partnership, while the other 10 come from other European cities or similar projects. Then, partners chose the best practice examples of major interest and carried out study visits in order to closely analyse and observe the selected practices. In order to create the basis to negotiate at a political level the development and future implementation of sustainable mobility strategies and policies, the partnership carried out feasibility studies, analysing the potential transferability of selected best practice examples in their own cities, and introducing policy recommendations targeted at local and regional policymakers.
We would like to catch all other experience, in particular looking at the experience of Ulm, which make an extension of the tram lanes.
The best practice we selected to investigate was from Reggio Emilia, and it's the Bici bus, which is a cycling bus for children to take them to school, accompanied by adults.
We are very interested in Mölndal's best practice. It is known as to be more flexi-motorist. So now we are developing a feasibility study in order to transfer this best practice.
And we're doing a feasibility study about the Journey On campaign from Brighton. We want to study how to use mobility management during the building phase of a new city centre in Mölndal.
In Varberg, we want to study the quality bus partnership from Brighton and Hove. we want to increase the number of passengers in buses in the city. So it's important for us to learn from the experience in Brighton and Hove.
We decided in Ulm to have the electromobility as our project. So we took the project from Reggio Emilia and Pesaro in Italy. They are both about electromobility.
What we want to transfer from examples of best practices of other cities is the example of Pesaro with observatory of time and mobility. The other one is the reorganization of municipal departments, and there is the example of Girona that we want to transfer.
In our town we have chosen flexible night transport in the city. The second one is bicycle roads. Also, the third practice is to rearrange the parking area of the town.
The best practice that we wish to transfer to Kavala from the other European cities is the flexible transport modes from Ulm, Germany.
In terms of output, we expect to transfer some best practices, not just one, mostly from Reggio Emilia's electrical experience, but also from the quality bus partnership from Brighton and Hove, from the recovering public spaces.
The best practices selected to investigate are the quality bus partnership from Brighton and Hove, the Boost 12 card from Girona, the flexible transport modes from Ulm, and finally the beachy bus from Reggio Emilia.
Finally, the policy toolbox is designed to collect the results of the project and, as an online guide, make them available not only to partners but to all European and world cities interested to find new strategies and solutions on sustainable mobility. A change in mobility behaviour of all citizens is the way to support the development of sustainable mobility. This challenge highlights the necessity for a new urban mobility culture that can permit both to meet the mobility needs of inhabitants and to achieve goals of sustainability. Mobility management can combine sustainable modern economies with low-cost methods of achieving a better quality of life in European cities by influencing travel behaviour and stimulating demand for more sustainable transport options. Innovative policies developed in European cities and mobility management solutions identified are recommended, aiming to reduce the use of the private car and improve sustainable mobility. They can be applied to small and medium cities with success, because most trips are short. Traffic management and parking control measures can be used to create car-free zones and reorganise public space for the benefit of pedestrians and cyclists. Regaining public space is a top priority of cities, especially for historical city centres. This can be combined with measures allowing access only to non-polluting electric or hybrid vehicles into the restricted area. Increasing the use of public transport through strategic investments in fixed-track systems like tramway or tram train and park and ride facilities, but also achieving quality partnerships between the city and bus operators for improvement of service at reasonable fare prices, extension of service during the weekend or to remote areas on demand, and reduction of the fare paid by children and aged citizens are among the policies identified. They can have positive results for the urban environment, such as pollution reduction, but they also mean less stress driving in the traffic and searching for parking. Car sharing and carpooling are more sustainable ways of using the private car. Costs are shared, more public space is left free in the city centre, and there are more possibilities of meeting new people and extending the network of relationships. Cycling and walking can provide an enjoyable alternative to the private car for short trips, especially in the city centre, when pedestrian areas and cycle paths are designed to provide safety and comfort to users. Systems offering free bicycles to registered citizens are increasingly appearing in European cities. In this way, citizens can again enjoy social contact, stay healthy, and live in a better environment. Awareness raising and communication are key factors for the promotion of mobility management measures. They can be targeted at decision makers, who could then support and implement these policies. But they are mainly targeted at citizens through information and education campaigns aiming to influence public attitudes and encourage citizens to change mobility patterns and behaviours. Such campaigns apply largely to children and young citizens, aiming to encourage them to adopt healthier patterns of mobility, like walking and cycling to school, and carry these habits into their adult lives.
We would like to exchange our experience with all partners.
We talk and discuss different solutions for sustainable commuting to and from work.
To raise awareness of and encourage alternative methods of sustainable transport.
This is what we offered in the MOVE project.
Working under unity for the treatment of public space.
Make to better the city center.
We wish to transfer from the other European cities flexible transport modes.
Our best practice has been walking and cycling to school.
This measure has encouraged children and their parents to travel and use our bus transport.
We are trying to get the most out of this very interesting and important project.